Alright guys, I'm Devin K. I want to bring you another episode of Viking Nation News. Our character trait of the month is integrity, so, do the right thing even if no one's watching. That even counts as you, coach. Yeah, I'm looking at you right now. On November 17th, we have a girls basketball game against Anderson. On November 17th, again, we have a regular board meeting at 6:30 elementary. At November 20th, we have a minimum day, so... And now we're going to bring it to another episode of Viking Sports News.
Welcome to another episode of Viking Sports News. And this is Caleb, Marcus, and me, Ryder. Okay.
Last week, the Rams signed Wes Welker. This is a huge move to make the Rams playoff hopefuls.
The Colts suffered a huge blow. Andrew Luck is going to be out 2 to 6 weeks with a lacerated kidney and torn ab muscles.
There are many undefeated football teams for this part of the season. There are the Carolina Panthers, New England Patriots, and the Cincinnati Bengals.
The Happy Valley 8th grade girls basketball team lost their most recent game to Cottonwood in an absolute heartbreaker. Katie Paul hit a late three to bring the Vikings within 2 points, but the time ran out on the girls. Rose Matthews led the Vikings with 14 points and 15 rebounds, while Katie Paul had 9 points on 3 threes. Rihanna Timmons added 19 rebounds. Our girls are well on their way with every game as they've played their season be decided by less than 8 points. Keep working hard, ladies.
And that's another episode of Viking Sports News. See you next week.
Thank you, Ryder. Now we're going to bring you a special segment from Case and bringing you another special talent.
We might just have the next Gabby Douglas at our school in the form of Madison Tallarino. She has been competing at Adventure Recreation Center in the gymnastics at elite level. Her goal is to make it to the Visa Championship this year. Her level is 7 out of 10. She is striving to be at a level 10 in order to receive college scholarships. Here's my brief interview with Madison Tallarino. How many gold medals have you won? 57. Okay, how many years have you been doing gymnastics? 6.
How many regular medals have you won?
105.
Okay. What is your experience in gymnastics?
Well, I've done gymnastics for 6 years. I started when I was 5 years old. And I've been to 7 competitions and I have states in 2 days.
How old are you?
I'm going to be 11.
Sounds like she could beat me up. Now we're going to bring you a special segment of questions and dancers. Alright, so questions and dancers is pretty much me going around and asking teachers, what's their favorite memory or funniest moment with their families, and some of them are pretty funny. Here's an example right now. So, Mr. K, what was the funniest moment you did with your family on Thanksgiving?
Like a dance, huh?
Yeah.
Food fight! Food fight! Food fight! Yeah!
Primo!
The food ready on the table, and then the dog got up there and got the whole ham and just took it off into the living room and started eating it. And it wasn't funny at the time, but 3 minutes later, it was hilarious.
Alright, so what was the funniest memory you ever had with your family?
Okay, most random memory is that my cousin's husband, who is an engineer, takes like a half an hour to make the sweet potato casserole with marshmallows, and he stacks them in ordered columns and rows, and then he is done, and my aunt puts it in the fridge, and it drops before it makes its way to the fridge, and then my mom scoops it back up and puts it back in the dish, and we totally ate it. It was delicious. And that's the end. Aww.
Alright, so what was the funniest moment you did with your family on Thanksgiving?
Okay, funnest moment with my family is we do a domino tournament, and oh yeah, I won. Woohoo! Woohoo! Woohoo!
Alright, so what's the funniest moment that happened with your family?
On Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Probably watching this.
Really to answer that, how I feel, missing school on a week, and I just
themselves. That's what I was talking about.
So like this did some good dancing. Now we're gonna bring it to the weather.
This is Sneaker Moss Mackenzie Donaldson with the weather. It'll be 59 degrees on Monday, 60 degrees on Tuesday, 61 on Wednesday, 59 on Thursday, 58 on Friday, and 57 on Saturday and Sunday. As you can see, with all the low temperatures, our drought is very slowly decreasing.
Forecasts show 95% of El Nino conditions this winter, and that is our brief weather.
Grammy winner Jeff Peterson visited our school recently with the Oak Song Music Society. He won his Grammy on his album Slack Key Guitar Volume 2. He is from Maui, Hawaii, and he plays a unique style of guitar that fuses classical and jazz. He brought along his local hula dancers that helped him tell a story of Hawaii with their dancing. He taught us about the history and his beautiful Hawaii home. He helped us understand the roots of many Hawaiian words. Happy Valley was actually selected out of all the schools in the area to be played here. So I'm going to show you some footage and bye. Alright guys, it's been another episode of Viking Nation News. Hope you all enjoyed. I hope all of you have a thankful Thanksgiving, and I'll catch all of you later. It's been Devin K signing out, and peace!